So in these two pots, we've got cannas, hibiscus, creeping jenny, some caladiums, and some ornamental kale. And I really like this planter a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing it flush out and just get huge. If at any point I decide that I don't like it, then I'm gonna switch it up, but for right now I think everything looks really cute. There's already some sort of caterpillar that has been eating the leaves, so I did spray it with some neem, and then any of the little caterpillars I saw, I just you know, squished them. So here goes some pots here. Now I planted my dahlias in ground. They look kind of wonky right now, but I'm hoping that they'll go ahead and start looking a lot better soon. But they're on the back wall behind everything, and I have my Zinfandel hydrangea here, and this tomato cage is to protect it from flying basketballs. This pot here I put to protect it against flying basketballs, and this one actually got hit with the basketball, so I'm not too happy about that. But when you share, you know, it's a family space, so you know, you gotta give and take. Here, right here, we have some heuchera and some lantanas. I love lantanas. Got some spiral grass, and I think there is one pansy in there I grew from seed, so I put him over on the side. I don't know how he's gonna do, so I've never grown pansies from seed. So this space here, for a few years until the hydrangeas fill in, this space I'm gonna use pots and just plant, you know, all kinds of annual type things. And then once the hydrangeas fill in and the peonies fill in, this I'm hoping will be just a big like hedge of flowers through the summer. So right here on the corner there is a Zinfandel, and then in that green pot that is Pinky Winky. I have some cannas that I grew over winter that are waiting to get put in a planter. That white pot is a hydrangea. Was that Zinfandel? Zinfandel. And the other one is a Zinfandel too. This is a hibiscus I overwintered from last year. It's actually two in one pot. I'm going to leave them together and leave them in this pot. It's been happy. And it's starting to bud up too. So I'm just going to leave it as is. There's another Zinfandel. This I overwintered this from last fall as well, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, and for the life of me I cannot. But it vines and it flowers and it's gorgeous. So here is snapdragons that are doing terribly, and then over here that's a peony, blueberry bush, dahlias in the back row. And I think I skipped one. I skipped my peony here, which looks amazing. This one I got from Walmart. It was in a bag. I got all my peonies out of the bags that you can get, the root. And this guy was already growing in the bag, and I'm not surprised he is as big as he is. So over here we've got a wide range of things. We've got mixed lettuce in the back. There's some bulbs, some flowering things. I've got some elephant ears. You're going to see that theme all throughout this summer as I do different tours and updates, because I have so many and I just love that leaf shape. That's my favorite leaf shape, is the elephant ear. And I love that monstera, big leaf monstera shape, and those kind of remind me of that too. Coral bells. We've got, what is this fuzzy thing? Lamb's ear. There's more ornamental kale there, which I love. I love the way the ornamental kale looks. This pot is meant to get a good amount of sun. So I also have a hibiscus back there, which loves sun too. Some petunias, which I love, and some caladiums. Right here, flowering in the front, this is a lily, no, calla lily, yeah. Calla lily, I have some hostas there that I rescued from the yard. And just, you know, it's right now it's kind of random, but this is early on, so I have yet to even reach the pinnacle of planting, so all this is going to change eventually. So I have this planter here, and then under it there is a small little planter, and then corresponding on the other side is the same planter with the same plants in it. So you have creeping Jenny, the purple petunias, hibiscus, cannas, elephant ears, and the spiral grass, which I love this combination. It looks so gorgeous, and I can't wait to see these hibiscus flowering, because I believe these two are yellow, so I think it's going to look so good. Let's go back this way because I skipped an entire bed. So this bed here is really big, and I've never planted anything this vast of space, so I'm trying to figure out what I want it to look like. I've planted a lot of things in here, and then there are some things that were already there. So this year will be my year to kind of fine-tune what it is I want to see in this bed and what I like. And I've picked out a lot of good things. A lot of the stuff that I planted in here were clearance plants that I purchased last year, and everything seemed to come back really nice. I bought a lot of stuff this year too, but I really love it. Like the digitalis back there are so stinking cute. Let me come up here to show you. Look at that. They are so freaking adorable. I love them. And then I have another one over there. The sedum is so cute. I love it. It's like a little poof. I planted a lot of things in there, so I'm excited to see everything flush out. This back row, I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I don't want to plant anything huge, because whenever we do get the fence done, you know, people are going to be stepping all over that area, and I really don't want to have anything damaged, but we'll see. So here is one of my magnum elephant ears, and it's one of the big bulbs, like in this black big planter there. That's a magnum elephant ear in there. So the only thing in this pot is elephant ears. I was probably going to put in some annuals, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm being a little picky. So here are the leftovers of my alliums, if you can see them. Everything's kind of blending together in the shade, but right here. And one of my favorite things so far this year is this spirea. So beautiful and yellow. It's not yellow, but it's, you know, that chartreuse. Just so gorgeous. We've cleared out a lot of weeds, a lot of just, you know, dead branches and dead plants, and you know, we're really happy with how things are starting to look. I know I am up here. It's super bright, but like we've did weed and feed, and then we reseeded, and then the grass right now is just looking so lush and green. I just can't even, like, it's so fluffy. It needs to be cut really bad. We also took out some trees up there along that line. Took out trees that were, or bushes actually, that were here. It's kind of hard to keep stuff in that area because of heavy rains erodes the dirt away. So, you know, there was a lot of exposed root balls and things like that. So I just decided to pull out those bushes, and they would have gotten too big for that space anyway, because they were under the canopy of this tree. Here is one of my favorite pots so far this year. It has elephant ear, canna, petunias, caladiums, and it's just so gorgeous. These petunias, they're called raspberry, they're crazy tunia, raspberry cheesecake, and they are so gorgeous. They've been growing so crazy. Like when I first bought them, there was only like 2 blooms on them, and now they're just going buck wild. I love it. And I don't know if you saw it, but we did a video where we repotted our topiaries, and I had to cut them with my kid's scissors because my hands were like my hands are kind of small, and it was painful using my bigger scissors. So, but yeah, I love these topiaries. I already feel an addiction brewing, so I'm sure I'll be adding more of those to my garden down the road. And over here we have 3 raised garden beds, and in here is mainly just beans. So we have bush beans, there is scarlet beans, there's another variety of beans, and then I also have some sweet pea too, and a Chinese lantern plant. But I mean, everything is so small right now. But I love these 3 beds all together like this. And these are planted with flowering things. So we have some nasturtium, there's some caladium in there, and then there are zinnias down there. So hopefully those will be happy and start flowering for me soon. And we have the Proven Winners Puckster Amethyst plants that I got on clearance. They're doing so much better. I'll have to do an update video on them. And then here goes some of the hydrangeas, clearance hydrangeas that I pruned. They're doing amazing too. They've got new growth, new flower buds. I have to do an update on those. But yeah. So here is my hedge that I planted last year. I did a video on planting these boxwoods that I got from Walmart. I think they were they $6 each or something like that. You can't really see it. I'm gonna try to go up the hill and see if I can get a better view for you. So yeah, here goes this lush grass. This bed up here I have not touched. I've done, like, as far as planting anything, all I did was pull some weeds, and I planted like some lilies up here, but like really didn't do a ton. But yeah, we haven't really made any plans for this bed yet. Not anything solid. So down there, you still can't see the the hedge down there. Let's just walk down and see. If walking down will make it better. It's just the lighting is so difficult because there's a lot of shade from the trees. So you see the one down there that's in the light. It just imagine it going down all the way down this way. Oh, that's a little bit better. So let's head this way. Here are our raised beds, and I think they came out looking really, really good. So our idea for this space was we turned over all the soil for this whole area. Turned over all the soil. We carved out this area back here to do our raised beds, gardening things, and we plan to get an order of stone, because this area was already rocks. So the prior owners, they had Great Danes. They covered this whole area in rock. So we decided to kind of keep that theme on this side. So we're going to order more rock to cover, well, we have to weed it again, but we want this side to be like gravel and then this side to be grass, and we reseeded this area, and this grass is so fluffy and just wonderful. It looks like hair. It's so cute. So around in these beds I have done barely anything this year. Everything from last year is coming up. These cute coral bells, I love them. I love the guacamole coral bells. They're just so bright over here. The astilbe is getting so giant. My hosta woo back there is looking so good this year. Those two tall things, those are lilies that I planted. They flower pink and gorgeous. So I have to do some weeding, but weeding is a never-ending thing. So we have hostas over there. There's some ferns back there. There's a red tip petunia back planted by a hosta. I have a burning bush there, some sedum, and some things over there, but I'll head over that way. But yeah, so we had this fencing panel. I don't know if it's exactly cattle panel, but it was here when we moved in, and so we just used that and made an arch between the two flower beds, and we're hoping to have our beans going up there, and sweet peas and anything else. And there are already little beans growing, and I'm so excited. We love green beans. So I hope you can see that. But anyway, so we've got peppers, asparagus, tomatoes in this bed. Some cilantro should come up soon. Over here we've got all kinds of things. We've got cucumbers, zucchini, green beans, nasturtium. I have my marigolds in there, peppers, there's mustard greens. We have some amaranth that I'm waiting for it to get big, because then it's going to go over here in the mini boxes. Over here we have strawberry plants, there's kale, there's herbs, there's onions, cilantro down here, there's some terrible looking spinach, there's cabbage and green peppers, just so many things. We're so excited to be able to garden and have a space to do that. So if I back up, you can see here are the last two hedges from Instant Hedge that I won. We finally got those planted. They need a trim really bad. They kind of look like a shaggy dog right now, like those big old shaggy dogs. And it kind of looks like that in the front too, because we have not trimmed those yet. I'm usually the one who trims all the bushes, but yeah. All in all, I'm really pleased with everything we've been able to get done out here. It's a work in progress. Amazing gardens aren't built overnight, so it's gonna take time, and it's gonna take years for me to really fine-tune this space and make it, you know, automatic. You know, there's like every year your perennials are coming up. Everything is just doing what it's supposed to do. So let's head back this way, and I'm going to show you one more space in it's the back side, but it's not really the backyard, but it kind of is. It's another side of the house, so I just want to give you a peek and talk to you about it. So here's another red tip petunia here, which I'm excited about. They are supposed to flower, but I'm not sure. This one kind of got a little bit burned here. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if whatever happened will cause it to not flower this year. I don't know. Alright, so out here on the side, I planted a row of hydrangeas, and right now they look so much better, but they've been looking really terrible. Planted them, watered them in, mulched them, and they just don't look happy. But you know, hopefully they'll bounce back, and you know, everything takes time. And on this side I planted my roses, and I did a video on that, and you're welcome to go check that out if you want. But this side is a work in progress too. We'd like to have a pathway from out there. Actually, I would love that all to be just a uniform stone that starts out there and comes this way, and then there'll be a gate here, here where I'm standing. We'll have a gate with an arbor, and just it would just be so amazing. We're doing a lot of dreaming, but we're really excited for the future and all the plans we have, and we're just, you know, we just have so many ideas to make this space work for our family, and make it work for us financially. So yeah. So up here we have our hanging baskets, and I almost forgot to talk about these because they're high up, and I'm kind of short, so they're out of my sight range. But anyways, I have some Super Tunia bubble gums. There is some trailing plants up there, sweet potato vines. There are some purple petunias back there. Each basket has a Super Tunia bubblegum by Proven Winners, and then there are so many other little beauties in there.